Welcome back to our channel Historic Coin Treasures, where we uncover hidden coin rare discoveries and the real stories behind historic currency. If you love history, treasure, and the possibility of life-changing finds, subscribe now and let's discover the next hidden fortune together. Top 1. Today we are going to explore a coin that many people have seen, many have spent without a second thought, and yet a few rare examples of it can quietly hold surprising value. The United States $1 dime from 1984. Stay with me till the end because what looks like an ordinary small silver-colored coin could actually turn into something collectors dream about, and the real prices and auction value will be revealed at the end. Imagine opening an old drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, or even checking your pocket change and discovering that one tiny dime could be worth far more than its face value. This is exactly why collectors around the world are always searching for hidden treasures in everyday coins. The 1984 dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which has been circulating in the United States for decades. This coin carries the image of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front, a symbol of history, leadership, and legacy, and on the back you will see a torch with olive branches representing liberty, peace, and strength. At first glance, the 1984 dime looks completely ordinary. Millions of these coins were produced and most of them are only worth their face value, but here is where things start to get exciting. Not all coins are created equal, and some carry small differences that can make a massive impact on their value. Collectors are not just looking for coins, they are searching for stories, imperfections, and rare moments captured in metal. And this is exactly where the 1984 dime becomes interesting. Let us talk about mint marks, because this is one of the first things every collector checks on a dime. You will usually find a small letter near the date on the coin. This tells you where the coin was minted. Coins from Philadelphia may have no mint mark, or a small P. Coins from Denver carry a D. Coins from San Francisco carry an S, and are often proof coins made with special quality. Each of these can have different values depending on condition and rarity. Now here comes the part that makes collectors pay very close attention. Errors. Error coins are like accidents that turn into treasure during the minting process. Sometimes something goes slightly wrong and that mistake creates a unique coin, and unique coins are exactly what collectors want. One of the most famous types of errors is the double die error. This happens when the design is stamped twice but slightly misaligned, creating a doubling effect on the letters or numbers. If you look closely at the date 1984 or the word liberty, and you see a shadow like doubling, you might be holding something special. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during minting and part of the design is missing or shifted. These coins can look unusual and very eye-catching, and collectors love them. Then there are clipped planchet errors, where a small portion of the coin appears to be cut off. This happens before the coin is struck and creates a unique shape. Die cracks and cut errors are also important. These appear as raised lines or blobs on the surface of the coin and can make an ordinary dime stand out. Now let us talk about condition, because even without errors, condition plays a huge role in value. Coins that are worn and scratched are common and usually worth just face value, but coins that are in uncirculated condition, meaning they have never been used and still have their original shine, can be worth much more. Collectors often grade coins on a scale, and the higher the grade, the higher the value. A perfect coin with no visible flaws is extremely rare and highly desirable. Proof coins from San Francisco are another category to watch. These coins were specially made for collectors and have a mirror-like finish with sharp details. If kept in perfect condition, they can be quite valuable. Now imagine combining a high-grade coin with a rare error. This is where things become truly exciting, because such coins are not just rare, they are extremely rare. And when they appear in auctions, collectors compete fiercely to own them. Many people ignore dimes because they are small and common, but experienced collectors know that sometimes the smallest coins hold the biggest surprises. Think about how many 1984 dimes are still out there in circulation in jars, drawers, and collections. Most people never take a closer look, and that is exactly why opportunities still exist. If you are serious about checking your coins, take a magnifying glass and carefully inspect the date, the lettering, and the overall design. Look for anything unusual, doubling, misalignment, cracks, or missing parts. Even a tiny detail can make a huge difference. Also pay attention to the shine and surface of the coin. A bright, clean coin with no wear is always more attractive to collectors. The world of coin collecting is not just about money, it is about history, discovery, and the thrill of finding something rare and valuable in the most unexpected places. The 1984 dime may not seem special at first, but as you have seen, there are many factors that can turn it into a collector's treasure. Mint marks, condition, errors, and uniqueness all play a role. So next time you come across a dime, do not ignore it. Take a closer look, because you never know what you might find. Now let us reveal the real market price and auction value. A normal circulated 1984 dime is worth 10 cents. An uncirculated high-grade coin can be worth from $1 to $10 depending on its condition. Proof coins in excellent condition can be worth from $5 to $20. Error coins such as double die off-center or clipped planchet can range from $50 to several $100s depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. Top 2. Today we are diving into something truly exciting for every coin lover and treasure hunter out there. Imagine holding a small everyday coin in your hand, something most people ignore, something that passes through thousands of hands without a second thought. But what if I told you that one of these simple coins from the year 2014 could be hiding a surprising value? Not just a few cents, but something collectors are actively searching for. This is not just a coin. This is a story of rarity, hidden details, and the thrill of discovery. If you have ever checked your pocket change or opened an old jar of coins, then this video is going to change the way you look at every single dime forever. Because today we are talking about one of the most interesting modern coins, the United States $1 dime from 2014, and why some of these coins are becoming highly collectible and even valuable in the market. The story behind the 2014 dime. The 2014 $1 dime continues the long-running design featuring Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a symbol of strength and leadership in American history. This design has been around since 1946, making it one of the most recognizable coins in circulation. But what makes the 2014 version special is not just its design, but the hidden factors behind minting, condition, and rare errors. This coin was minted in multiple locations including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint produces coins with slight variations, and collectors pay close attention to these tiny details. The mint mark, the finish, and even the smallest imperfections can completely change the value of the coin. Why most 2014 dimes are common? Let's be clear. The majority of 2014 dimes you find in circulation are common. They were produced in huge quantities, and most of them are only worth their face value. But here is where things get interesting. Among millions of coins, a few rare pieces stand out due to their condition or minting errors, and those are the coins that collectors are hunting. The importance of one of the biggest factors that can turn a regular dime into a valuable collectible is its condition. Coins that are in mint state condition, meaning they have never been used in circulation and still retain their original shine, can be worth significantly more. Collectors use grading systems to evaluate coins, and the higher the grade, the higher the value. A 2014 dime in perfect condition with sharp details and no scratches can attract serious attention in auctions. Rare mint errors that increase value. This is where the real excitement begins. Mint errors are like hidden secrets in the coin world. These mistakes happen during the production process, and they are not supposed to exist. That is exactly why collectors love them. Some of the most valuable 2014 dimes are those with error features such as off-center strikes where the design is not perfectly aligned, double die errors where the design appears duplicated, or clipped planchets where a portion of the coin is missing. Another fascinating error is the missing clad layer. Since dimes are made of multiple metal layers, sometimes one layer is missing, creating a unique appearance and making the coin extremely rare. These error coins are not easy to find, but when they do appear, they can be worth far more than a regular coin. Proof coins and their special appeal. The San Francisco Mint produced proof versions of the 2014 dime. These coins are specially made for collectors and have a mirror-like finish with frosted details. They are not meant for circulation and are usually sold in sets. Proof coins are already collectible, but if you find one with a rare error or in perfect condition, its value can increase even more. Some collectors specifically focus on proof coins because of their beauty and limited production. How to identify a valuable 2014 dime? How do you know if you have a valuable coin in your collection or pocket change? Start by checking the mint mark. Look closely at the coin for any unusual features or errors. Use a magnifying glass if possible because some details are too small to see with the naked eye. Next, examine the condition of the coin. Is it shiny and well preserved, or is it worn out from circulation? Even a small scratch can reduce value, while a flawless surface can increase it. Also pay attention to the weight and color of the coin. Any unusual variation could indicate a mint error. The thrill of coin collecting is not just about money, it is about discovery. The excitement of finding a rare coin among ordinary ones is something that keeps collectors searching every day. The 2014 dime is a perfect example of how even modern coins can hold hidden treasures. Many people believe that only old coins are valuable, but that is not always true. Modern coins with errors or in exceptional condition can be just as valuable, if not more. Why collectors love modern rares. Modern coins like the 2014 dime are especially exciting because they are still in circulation. This means anyone can find them. You do not need to buy expensive collections or attend auctions. Sometimes all it takes is a careful look at your everyday change. Collectors enjoy the challenge of spotting rare features and building their collections piece by piece. Every coin tells a story, and every discovery adds to the excitement. Final thoughts and value. The next time you see a simple dime, do not ignore it. Take a closer look, examine the details, and you might just discover something valuable. The 2014 one dime may look ordinary, but hidden within are rare pieces that collectors are willing to pay for. Top 3. Today we are diving into something that looks ordinary but hides extraordinary value. A small coin that most people ignore, spend, or forget in their pockets, yet collectors are searching for it every single day. This is the story of the 2016 United States one-dime coin. A coin that may look common but in rare cases can be worth far more than its face value. If you have ever handled loose change, there is a chance you have seen this coin, but the real question is, did you really look at it carefully? Imagine holding a simple dime and realizing it could be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on tiny details that most people never notice. That is exactly why coin collectors stay alert, because sometimes the smallest details can turn everyday money into a hidden treasure. The 2016 one dime features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front, a design that has been used for decades. It represents stability, history, and trust in American coinage. On the back you will find the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. At first glance, nothing seems unusual, but the real excitement begins when we start looking closer. Now here is where things get interesting. Not every 2016 dime is valuable. In fact, most are only worth their face value. But certain rare errors and high-grade conditions can transform this coin into something collectors are willing to pay serious money for. Let's talk about mint marks. The 2016 dime was produced mainly at two mints, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins usually have no mint mark, while Denver coins have a small d. While both are common, collectors pay special attention to coins with unusual characteristics like missing details, weak strikes, or off-center designs. One of the most exciting things to look for is a mint error. Errors happen during the production process and can create unique coins that are highly collectible. For example, an off-center strike where the design is not properly aligned can make the coin stand out immediately. The more off-center the coin is, while still showing the full date, the more valuable it becomes. Another rare error is the double die effect. This happens when the coin design is accidentally stamped twice, slightly misaligned, creating a doubled appearance in letters or numbers. If you look closely at the word Liberty or the date 2016 and notice a shadow-like doubling, you could be holding something special. There are also clipped planchet errors where part of the coin is missing due to a mistake in the blank cutting process. These coins have a distinctive curved cut and are highly sought after by collectors because no two are exactly alike. Die cracks and cuts are another area collectors love. These are raised lines or blobs of metal caused by damaged dies. While they might look like imperfections, in the coin collecting world they add character and value. Now let's talk about condition, because this is where many coins become valuable even without errors. Coins are graded on a scale, and the highest grades like mint state 65 or higher can significantly increase the value. A 2016 dime in perfect condition with full luster, no scratches, and sharp details can be worth much more than a circulated one. Collectors especially look for coins graded mint state 67 or higher. These are extremely difficult to find because most coins enter circulation and get damaged over time. A perfectly preserved 2016 dime is rare simply because of how few survive in such condition. Another interesting factor is full band details on the reverse of the coin. The bands on the torch must be clearly separated and fully struck. Coins with full bands are considered premium quality and can command higher prices in the market. Think about this for a moment. Millions of these coins were produced, yet only a tiny fraction meet the criteria that collectors are willing to pay top money for. That is what makes coin hunting so exciting. Every coin has potential, but only a few become truly valuable. Now imagine going through your spare change, slowing down, and actually examining each coin. What if that ordinary-looking dime in your hand turns out to be one of these rare varieties? That is the thrill that keeps collectors searching day after day. It is also important to store coins properly if you believe you have found something special. Avoid touching the surface too much, keep it in a protective holder, and never clean it because cleaning can reduce its value significantly. Collectors prefer coins in their natural state. Even if they have slight toning as you continue your search, remember that knowledge is your greatest tool. The more you understand about mint errors, grading, and coin features, the better your chances of identifying something valuable. This is not just about money, it is about discovering history, appreciating craftsmanship, and enjoying the excitement of the hunt. Many people overlook coins because they think modern coins cannot be valuable. But that is not true. Even a recent coin like the 2016 dime can hold hidden surprises. All it takes is a careful eye and a bit of patience, so next time you receive change, do not rush to spend it. Take a moment, look closely, and appreciate the details. You might just find a small piece of metal that turns out to be a big discovery. And now the moment you have been waiting for. The value of the 2016 one-dime coin depends entirely on its condition and any rare errors it may have. A regular circulated coin is worth about 10 cents. A high-grade uncirculated coin can be worth between $5 to $20. Coins with full bands in top condition can reach values of $50 to $100. Rare error coins such as off-center strikes or double dies can sell for $100 to several $100s depending on severity and demand. Exceptional examples with rare errors and perfect condition have reached auction values of over $1,000. This is why every coin matters, because you never know which one could change everything.